With just 4 more races to go in 2021, Yamaha's Fabio Quartararo leads the MotoGP Championship by 48 points. Ducati's Pecco Bagnaia is now the only rider who can realistically stop Fabio from becoming the champion. Despite Pecco's recent form, simply winning the remaining 4 races won't be enough. He also needs Fabio to make mistakes to overhaul this deficit. However, Pecco does not want that, and he has now explained why, as quoted by GP1. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, Pecco does not want Quartararo to make mistakes. Pecco started off by revealing the surprise he received after his win in Misano. In Misano, I had found all my friends with flags outside the restaurant in the evening. It was a surprise. I have to thank them because they always made me keep my feet on the ground, as my parents had taught me. He then responded to suggestions that he is Valentino Rossi's successor in MotoGP. Lately, I have often been asked this question, and I always answer that replacing Valentino is impossible. For what he has done and for what he has been and still is, it is something unrepeatable. It has brought together many fans, and he has always been good at conveying his passion for motorcycles to his audience. He then accepted that Fabio needs to make a mistake for him to be able to win the championship. I'm running against a very strong opponent. All I can do is finish in front of him in races, and it won't be easy. But even that won't be enough in the championship fight, as Fabio has to make mistakes. He, however, does not want that to happen. I hope that doesn't happen. I'd like to win like I did at Misano, fighting against him till the end, because that would have more value. He signed off by suggesting that he can do well in the upcoming Grand Prix of the Americas. Austin is a track that I like, very technical and difficult. I can't wait to be there. I think this away race can go very well. Fast feed. Championship leader Fabio Quartararo pointed out that he will start the race weekend in Austin with a 48-point lead, and after this there are 3 more races. So, my mentality remains the same as in Misano. Originally, my goal was not to think about the championship until the San Marino Grand Prix, but I decided to continue as I have done so far. I think it's the right thing for me to live in the moment and fight for the win if I can. His teammate Franco Morbidelli has stated that he likes racing in Austin. It's a tough and difficult track, but I like it a lot. In 2019, the last time we raced there with MotoGP, I had achieved a good result. I hope to be in the front, improve my confidence with the bike and my overall performance, he added. We made a really good step forward during the Misano test. I definitely had a better feeling on the last lap of the second day than on the first laps of the first day. This is already positive, he summed up. Suzuki's Joan Mir accepted that Kota is a place that he's not very familiar with. I have ridden here in smaller classes, but only once on the MotoGP bike in my rookie year. It's a really interesting track because there is so much variety and you have to have everything well balanced on the bike. I think our GSX RR can do well here, especially in the flowing sections. I'm excited to get started this weekend and ride here again. His teammate Alex Rins, meanwhile, is so happy to come back to Texas. I got my debut MotoGP win here in 2019 and it was such a special race. A really great battle with Valentino Rossi, a big crowd and really nice celebrations with my team. I'll start the weekend with these happy memories in my mind. I really hope to bring home another great result. Last week I became a father and that's even more motivation for a good weekend. I know our bike can do well around this track. SRT Yamaha's Valentino Rossi has stated that he really likes Austin and the last time we raced there, it had been a great weekend for me. I had been very strong both in qualifying and in the race, and I finished on the podium. We'll see what happens when we get there. But it's really nice to be able to race out of Europe this season, and I can't wait after not being able to be there last year. His teammate Andrea Dovizioso accepts that there are still a lot of areas that he needs to work on, but it was good to have the Misano test to help increase his time on the bike. He also feels that the weather will of course have an impact in the upcoming race in Austin, but it will be the same for everyone. It's very difficult to predict what will happen, but I hope to continue making progress this weekend, he concluded. Will Valentino Rossi get on the podium in Austin? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.